Town's A Division crew stands in second place.
Well, Andrew, just about halfway through the regatta now. You got a really good average. What do you do to maintain it all?
We just got to keep the pressure on, you know. I mean, I was talking to Chris earlier, and we had a hiccup earlier in the regatta. We had a DSQ, and so, you know, we just got to keep the pressure on in A Division, taking it one race at a time. You know, there's no averages or A Division or anything like that. We're just trying to focus one race at a time, keep the points low, and try and keep Georgetown rolling through. So.
What are you learning watching the races from the beach?
You get to see like a lot of the puffs and what's happening with the current and stuff, so it's good to watch the other sets.
But the current's changing now, so a little
changing,
shift to tactics?
We're trying to get it. We'll sort it out when we get out there, I think. It's nothing we can't handle, I don't think.
At the start, the entire fleet of 18 boats is right up on the line. But Campbell in number 13 seems to have a little edge. He's been sailing since the age of 6. His parents, Bill and Sherry, are scow sailors. Bill was a 3-time All-American sailor at the U.S. Naval Academy. They live in San Diego. Andrew Campbell is in his senior year and is considered to be one of the best single-handed sailors in America. After graduation, he's going on to try for the Olympics. Here in the Co-Ed Championships, he sails with a crew, Caroline Lamott, a junior from Oxford, Maryland. She was an All-American crew last year.
They're like value even.
Notice Campbell sitting and leaning back. In effect, he's using his hip to nudge the boat forward. I'm not sure it helps, but I know it feels good. In number 8, Dave Siegel, a senior from Tufts with Anna Martin Crewing, is leading a group of boats to the right side of the course. Tufts currently stands 4th in the regatta.
Let's try it here.
Just behind in number 4 is South Florida, skippered by Kevin Reale from St. Petersburg. In his spare time, he likes to go kiteboarding. He's also an academic All-American with a 3.9 average. He's a major mechanical engineering. He's also joining the Navy next week. His crew is Ashley Reynolds.
Go back and hit him.
Greg Halias, sailing number 3 for Southern California, sails on number 13 Georgetown's Hip. Halias and Campbell have raced each other for many years out on the West Coast.
There you go.
Number 4 South Florida leads, followed by USC and number 3 Tufts and number 8. Georgetown's Campbell is 5th.
Your butt back a little bit.
It's important to remember that you're actually sailing for a consistent average score. A 4th place finish will usually win the Nationals.
Nice little wave here. We're going to plane.
If you go for it all the time, you might foul or make a mistake. These regattas are won by being conservative. Campbell, number 13, is in just the right spot. And number 15, Hobart William Smith, Brian Clancy, and Mandy Marquis. As Campbell jibes, he throws the sail across. Notice how he rocks the boat to windward. Bam, there it is.
Runs a little deeper.
Let's just talk about that race. The start, right up on the line, going fast, and then it kind of caved in a little bit.
Yeah, well, I thought we were on the line. Caroline called the time well, and I mean, I thought we were right there, and you know, we were definitely ahead of the boats around us, so we took advantage of the sag in the middle of the line. I thought we'd be in great shape. Kind of faded into a left-hand shift and tacked and crossed, I mean, 3/4 of the fleet, and we ended up getting beat by 4 boats from the left, so that's just how it goes.
Is there much speed difference between these boats?
I don't know. I think that it's probably marginal in the top, you know, 8 or 10. You know, I think that their boats are all the same. They're all slow and heavy enough that you know, it doesn't make that much of a difference.
So Caroline, does Andrew spend a lot of time verbalizing everything?
Yeah, we talk a lot about like what's coming down the race course and see where we want to be.
How about the philosophy of it all?
I guess you just sort of know that. I mean, win, I don't know.
A look at the retired aircraft carrier Yorktown. After 10 races, Harvard is back in the lead. Charleston 2nd, Georgetown 3rd. Tufts is in 4th, and South Florida in 5th.
Tufts University, go Gambos!
The Arthur Ravenel Bridge was completed only 1 year ago. It's considered to be a technological marvel. Meanwhile, the South Alabama sailing program had to be rebuilt over the past year after suffering from Hurricane Katrina.
How does it feel to get South Alabama here to the national championship?
It was a dream come true, and the dream maker was our team captain and coach here, Mr. Carl Kleinstroke. And South Alabama being such a young program, and then being a student organization where we have to do our own funding, it's a great trip and a great dream to come all the way this far in 5 years.
And you had some tough luck last year with Katrina that hurt you guys, and here you are.
Yes, we did. We saved all our boats, but we had to go hunting for ourselves, and we had a little cleanup job to do. But Katrina wasn't that bad for us as it was in Mississippi, around Bay St. Louis, Waveland, and Gulfport.
So what was the secret to getting a team qualified to come to the Nationals?
Well, it took a lot of work. We just started 5 years ago, as Bernard said, with 3 sailors, and now we're still not a big team yet, but practices, we're still pretty small, 2, 3, 4 boats, and we just hit the water as much as possible before district champs.
How you find the competition here in Charleston?
It's pretty difficult. Like I said, with 2 boat practices, it's hard to prepare for 18 boat mark roundings and starts, so that's pretty difficult for us.
Woo, that's close.
Boat rotation time is important. Harvard's crews, Ruth Slitz on the left and Emily Simon on the right, compare notes.
Way over. It's really long. Be patient.
Really long. Be patient. Don't go too high.
Okay. Did you guys were you
Be a little
winging?
angel on the shoulder.
How much were you winging?
We were won most of the way, but it was getting a little sketchy.
For the past 6 years, head coach Mike O'Connor and his assistant Bern Nowak have led Harvard to be one of the best sailing programs in America. After 10 races, Harvard leads the regatta. But senior Vince Porter in number 13 has a bad set, finishing 16th and 14th, and the team drops back to 3rd. Meanwhile, crosstown rival Tufts, sailing boat 3, moves up on Harvard in the standings. Tufts head coach Ken Legler is home recovering from cancer treatment, but assistant Amanda Callahan is doing an excellent job filling in. Here, Cruz wins race 13B.
Good race.
This is a national championship. There are teams from across the country, 18 in all. How is college sailing set up?
Well, we have 7 conferences across the country, about 188 some odd schools. They compete within their conference and with local events and inter-district or intersectional events.
How hard is it to get here?
Some conferences it's very tough. We have 16 berths that are allotted based on conference championships, and then we have 2 at-large berths for this event.